Okay, and we're gonna start with David.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Is it demanding
David,
answer?
what does the word curmudgeon mean?
Curmudgeon?
This is one of his favorite words, and I think it's so cute.
Everybody knows what curmudgeon is.
Curmudgeon. You know
Wait,
what a
Jay's not
curmudgeon
recording.
is?
I don't.
Hold on.
You don't?
We gotta start over, Mom.
Does that mean cranky or grouchy or?
Oh, you recording?
Kind of a word for a curmudgeon is like, you think of somebody who's removed themselves totally from society and lives up in a little tiny cabin and doesn't have any contact with anybody. When they do, he's grumpy.
That is not a word
That's
I
a
need
cr-
to know.
That's a curmudgeon.
That's right.
That's
Lost
it.
me a
A
cabin
lot
in the woods.
of old people become curmudgeons when they get really old.
I like
I
the
get that way
word.
after work when I come
I
home
do too.
sometimes.
Hey, wait, we got a new visitor in here.
No, we don't. Bring it on! Bring it on!
To this family.
Holy
Look at everybody line up.
Talk about a change. That baby's probably in a nice, quiet, peaceful.
Sit there, we'll bring it to you.
Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
Sit here, we'll bring the baby to you.
What's that thing you're carrying?
I know.
Where should I put
You want me to take your stuff and put it in the back
Here,
room?
we gotta leave room for it to come in.
Clear the way. Clear the way.
Oh my God, look what she's got.
Baby.
I know.
Baby got
Baby coming through.
Baby sighting.
Hi.
Makena sighting.
Nice to see you.
Cross them on.
How many pounds is that?
Probably 6 pounds.
Two different haircuts. They have the same haircut.
What's with the dreads, dude?
Oh, look at you.
She likes noise.
Didn't I tell you guys? I said if it's related to us, it'll like the noise. Because everybody said that we'd scare the baby.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said, yeah, if they're anything like our family.
Yeah, still. Oh, yeah, she's a tiny one.
Isn't that cute? First things.
How are you?
Keep pulling them.
I'm rested.
Yeah, so right here.
Last night, she woke up.
Thank you.
It's an easy in and out spot.
Yeah, that is good. Hi, guys.
Easy in, easy out.
Sleep becomes such a big deal.
What a commodity.
Yeah.
Everything's giving. Everything's giving, Mike. You too.
What's this? Holy moly.
Hey! How you doing?
Oh, it's hot in
We
here.
love this stuff too.
Well, you guys tell us how it's been.
It's been good.
Good.
2 weeks of
On the tall,
not
it's really
sleeping.
Yeah.
Very much. 2 weeks of not sleeping.
I know. I
My mom came
remember.
in once though and
All right,
let her
Quinn. Quinn, come on.
She took her.
Huh?
So I got one time. She always
See
offers.
you do it.
Oh my God. We had a
Why would I do this?
Cousin, you're a mom.
I don't know, I did it.
You guys are moms. I mean, you're not. Alright, wash my hands.
Forward, Don Fayaka. Monaco and Dango Saka.
My hands are so dried out from that sanitizer.
I just sprayed body spray that,
No, it smells good.
but I don't want the baby to get
She had a reverse path today too.
How do I hold her?
She's good.
We didn't live here no longer the youngest.
Oh,
anymore.
I didn't know she was gonna pass her
He's no
around.
longer the baby.
I know.
Oh my god, look at that picture too. That's funny.
Yeah, I picked that outfit. Totally.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hey, my
Yeah.
Amelia.
So I
Oh
picked
my
it out.
god, oh my god, oh my god, it's a little baby. Oh my
Did you
god,
see
it's
the
real.
It moved.
It moved.
It moved. I gotta get a picture of this.
Is it hot? Is it hot?
She might be pretty warm, but I think she's okay. They say that they're comfortable on one more layer than you.
Say one a lot.
So you don't want to like overdo it, but they have one more than you.
Fill that boy up.
Put your arm down. She always has
She's
her
waving, yeah.
Every time we
Always
did a
have to-
sonogram, the baby's
Her
hands
hands
are
are
like
like
this.
Oh,
She's
she-
camera shy.
But she was born like this, with one hand up.
I'm not gonna
No
do
way.
it.
That's actually Liberty.
A good teacher
That'll be
style.
great. Yeah, exactly. Every time. Okay, now is anybody?
No, she's gonna be a swimmer.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, these don't fit me anymore, so.
These are adorable. I love getting bigger stuff because she has so much small stuff.
Isn't that
Well,
it's a few weeks old, it might not fit yet.
Patty picked that up for
There's a
us.
baby.
So cute.
She wouldn't let me get the stuff I wanted to get, you know, like the leopard stripes and, you know. Flash
For
bags.
the little football. Yeah.
Wear those black spandex. Jeremy would have got like
Some high,
Jamie.
some little high
Like
heels.
she come and sit.
Yeah, here.
Don't get up.
I'm gonna attack that appetizer for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neely, you lay
Neil, let Grandma sit next to you. She wants to see the
Go
video.
ahead.
Here, you
Her
have her.
side and right there.
No, we'll
Thank
hurt
you. You look
her.
gorgeous for just having a
Scared
kid.
to hurt her.
Thank you. Thank you.
You gotta see yourself on camera.
Oh no.
Really?
It's not real, I know.
Camera takes away like 10 pounds.
Yeah, right.
Not real.
Yeah, well, that's like 40 on the meat.
Camera takes away 10
How do I do
pounds.
it?
Forget about adding 10 pounds. I mean,
Yeah.
Here, hold on. I'll hold it on. Oh my god, I can't.
Say, you can say something.
Can we say something?
Yeah, we're rolling, yeah.
Check, check,
Yeah, excellent.
testing. We're here. No, please
I like
don't
that
take my
shirt, man.
picture.
Thank you, son.
Please.
Oh. Whoa, Justin!
Is there a full moon? Is there a full moon or is that crack I just
She's
saw? I
has the
can't.
little. Oh yeah.
Probably.
Hey, Mom, did you step to the side?
Hour.
Oh really?
No, Mom, a little bit
She's
more.
definitely
I
our
got your
fan.
Is the audio on, Jay?
Yeah, I have the wireless.
This is insane. This is insane.
Isn't she like a little dolly?
It is a little dull.
Look at her little.
Yeah, we
A
dressed
real
her up.
live one.
Take
So
pictures of
cute.
her.
Oh, you do, huh?
I totally
Man,
do.
that is a nice cat.
They dress her up. She hates changing though. She gets cold.
You know what Jamie's doing? He's in there getting his snack.
For sure. I'm sure he's already picked
He wants some of this.
She lets her hands up.
We're gonna eat about 2:30.
She opened her eyes.
I have to go check the.
Doesn't
Jen was bummed.
she look like
I
a
want to go to Pam's.
Who's
I
that?
told her she was
Jamie's
what?
sister.
She opened her eyes. I
Yeah,
got to see her
really
eyes. I got to see her eyes.
Oh yeah, she'll wake up.
I was
She's very
watching a
alert.
program and they developed, they don't have eyelids for a long time. Do you know that?
Oh, in the womb?
Yeah.
Yeah, or fingernails.
Yeah.
Then they come.
They don't develop their eyelids for like a while. And their brain starts growing at like 1 billion times a
You
second.
know what scares me? That you know that.
I was watching a program so I could learn.
Jamie got so excited about the fingernails when she.
Yeah, that's
He's like, she
cool.
has fingernails now. You can
She's
tell
gonna get her
everybody.
nails done.
Nice.
She's being a very good little girl.
What she's supposed to do, be naughty.
Wait. What was that? What was that? Did I just hear silence?
I know, Jeremy.
We know what a
Okay, now you guys, we're having asking questions around because we're gonna do a snack and
Give me a simple
get
one.
it together. Okay, now the next question is, Tekla, tell us about the baby's name. Why did you name her Makena?
We just like the name Makena, and his family really liked the name Makena. And his dad lived in Hawaii
want
for a
your
while,
mommy?
and he liked that Makena beach
Do you
too.
want your mommy?
And so we spelled it that way, like the beach. But we just like the name.
Makena.
Yeah.
McKenna
Does your baby
yes.
want you?
And it's Grace in the middle.
Yes,
she's
McKenna
not
Grace.
trying or
We
anything.
just like Grace too, but my aunt's name's Grace.
It's also kind of Scottish, like Makena.
No, we didn't spell it that way though. Everybody's got their comments, that's why I like these questions. The first question was to David, and we asked him what the word curmudgeon means. Because he always says that word, and I've never heard of it. And so he says it's someone that kind of isolates himself, who lives in a cabin, or. And so I've used it in spiritual, like if I have a Bible study, you know how God tells you don't isolate yourself. You know, it's better.
She's never wrapped up to keep her.
And so
She says, "Leave my
I think
hands alone."
curmudgeon is a good word for
Dear
that.
me.
Have you ever heard of that word, curmudgeon? I hadn't either. And you do
I'd heard it.
I don't ever use
I
it.
never heard anybody really use it.
Okay, ask Jeremy the biggest fish. He tell us the biggest fish you ever caught.
The biggest fish I ever caught?
And what kind was it?
Well, I'll tell you what. Can I tell a little story? Or do I have to answer this in one
No, you
sentence?
can tell a little story. We're
Okay.
sharing.
All right. Well, this is a good story. So, Patty doesn't like to fish very much, but once I talked her into driving 24 hours in our little Honda Civic all the way up to Terrace, British Columbia.
Well, I had the flu.
So it's 24 hours straight drive. Well, yeah, she was sick, but we'd already planned the trip, so she had to go.
She was sick.
In the car, like barfing on the way up. So anyway, we had the dog packed in there. We had all our stuff packed in this little EV Civic, right? A little two-door Honda Civic. And we drove all the way up there, and we got out there the first day, and we didn't catch any fish for all day. And then all of a sudden, I caught like a 45-pound king. So that's the biggest fish I caught. Patty caught
40 pound?
45, 48, 48.
How long did it take you to bring it in?
About a half an hour or so at least. Yeah, it was on a river too, so you're fighting the current.
Were your arms burning up?
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to stick the pole in your gut, you know, and just keep working it.
Yeah.
And
You're a good little
having a
girl.
big bruise right there, so did I.
Well, speaking of that, what, didn't you just catch a big fish someplace recently?
It was a 35-pound Dorado. So, and my arm, it took about 20 minutes to bring it in, and my arms were just dead.
Yeah.
I didn't have a holster, I don't know if you did, but 45 pounds, that's
It's a lot when they're
a lot.
strong
Those are
swimming
strong fish.
and they want to get away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's mad.
you know, if you get your technique down, you know, you
Yeah.
just put it right here, and you kind of learn to lean into it,
Yeah.
so you don't use your arms as much.
Yeah, it was the first fish I ever caught.
But that's the thing, and you're excited, and you're trying to do everything right,
That's
and
it.
She's got
That's the
that
biggest thrill
tiny
Patty
little
was.
face and she
She didn't let
words up one eye
I know.
or her
But she
mouth
liked
one
to
way.
catch.
Yeah. As soon as you feel that
Yeah.
first tug, it sends adrenaline up your arm.
Yeah, we caught
do it
about,
right now, but
we caught like 5 or 6 of them, I mean, you know, all over 40 pounds.
Is a king a salmon?
Yeah, king salmon, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, Patty, what country do you go to sometimes on the weekend in your bus?
This story.
She did. She's all babies are. How
It's not a good
much?
story at
You
all.
gotta get something good.
Yeah.
It's just an expensive mirror, that's it.
How much does it cost to replace your side mirror on
Thanks,
your
Mom.
truck?
Thanks,
On the
Mom.
Tundra? You already took the mirror off?
No, I
It was
lent it,
under my
I
care.
lent it to a sibling and somehow the mirror got broken.
Well, I was gonna say, I did that the first week I had mine too.
High five. So it's a motorized mirror and there's defrost built into the mirror.
But that's not why it was expensive. It's because it was the chrome
And there's
it's a
chrome because I have a
limited
limited edition.
I-
It was $600 for.
edition. It was over $600. It was $700, and then I talked it down.
$700 and it came to
I did a cry thing.
$655.
I did a cry thing, and the guy lowered it $100.
don't need
Can you do that for me? I need
You
to
did
fix
a
something.
cry.
Yeah.
$600 for the rail.
Ankles.
So you know the seats go up the back.
Yeah.
No way.
Rail's stuck. Okay,
You mean it's
Jerry.
bent or something?
She sure
Or the
leans
motor?
back on your arm, doesn't she?
Which okay.
On the side.
Gary,
The side.
what do you use
It's a
to
rip-off.
get
You go to a
grease
junkyard.
off of clothes?
Yeah.
What I use personally,
Perchlethylene.
is pure gasoline and human urinal. Urine.
That's where you wash it, though.
That's where I scrub off the clothes. Justin is correct. It's perchlorate, but you can't have it in
Probably gonna wake
California
up.
anymore because it's being replaced by the green earth or hydrocarbons. No more, like it's like a
Hydrocarbons.
it's like a non-flammable starter solvent, which they used to use in cleaning starter solvent.
Oh, she smiled.
And it's a non-pollutant.
Every
Yes,
little
not
thing, I'm so
correct.
excited.
No.
She smiled again.
Can you put it in?
Look at her. She doesn't
Yeah,
use
you
smile.
can-
She's smiling.
Look at
So
those
Just
smiles.
over the counter.
That's over the
She
counter.
goes,
Remedy to get grease out of like a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. OxyClean.
Well, literally, the
Oh my
best
God,
thing
I
would be
can't
a
take
dishwasher soap because it could be used
Breaks down the
with
grease.
the grease with hot water.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dishwasher soap, just dab it on.
Like a Joy or
Laugh the most. Cause you seem pretty
Justin, move
serious.
real quick.
Who makes you laugh the most in this world?
In the whole world?
Yeah, that you've sat and actually laughed.
Wow.
It's like he just does something or she just does something that makes you laugh.
Oh no.
Someone
Think of
in
it.
the immediate room, maybe towards your right.
You can't think of who it would be? You don't have a friend that makes you laugh or
I do, but
out in the
a lot
world?
of them.
okay, what about
Oh,
here?
a lot of
What
them
about
make
here?
you laugh.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I guess putting
Hey,
me on the spot like
You know what?
Because everybody's getting questions.
And last question already answered.
No, I wanna
No, this is
know.
a good one, Dad.
Gary,
This one's for Dad. No one knows
I've been
this one.
working there for about 45 years.
How old is
Oh
that
my
laundry?
God.
77 years old,
Are you
1931.
serious?
Bang.
And your
Wait,
parents?
1931
and
might
your
be
parents
78
opened it?
years.
Your dad opened it or
My
your mom?
stepdad did.
No,
Your
that's
stepdad opened it?
80.
Yeah.
Oh, 80
1930s.
years?
1931.
No.
So
Oh, what?
Yeah,
78 years old.
That's really cool.
What?
3,
Like a
4,
piece
5,
of
6,
history.
7, 8,
I'm proud
9,
of him.
10.
He's laid
That's
his
70.
life down for us.
That's nice.
I used
Alright.
to complain sometimes because, you know, it says
You're
in the Bible that, you know, a man shows a love for a woman by laying his life down, or Christ laid his life down for us to show his love.
name.
Anyway, and I thought about
Slut.
how, you know,
With two T's
I wish
at the
my
end.
husband loved
Such-
me that much, you know how you are
I guess
sometimes.
this guy.
And I thought, you know what he does? He's laid his life down for me.
Oh.
He's working so hard. Yeah, Gary.
And he lays down every day he gets home from work and doesn't get up.
He deserves it.
I know, he works, he
deserves
gets to
it.
work at 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Every morning.
And he's so generous with his money. Yes, you are, Gary.
He's very generous to his dogs.
You know,
He's very generous to his dogs. He
Wayne
feeds
gets
his
the
dogs
next
more than his
one.
own kids.
Wayne, you get the next question. The next question.
What is
He's still there.
what is one of your, you have a lot of professions, but what is the one
You're as
profession
bad as
that
me.
you
That's what I was
have
gonna
used?
say.
This is
Oh, I
quiet for
think
me.
I did it sealing off. I don't know. I just got.
Oh, you know who gets
The
mad?
skill that
Hey,
you
we
have
need a little
made
quiet
money
now.
at.
Oh, I bet money on it. I'm just donating time.
But what did you
He's
do?
a bricklayer.
Did you know that?
Bricklayer.
Wayne is a bricklayer.
Oh, wow.
And he has gone and built, tell us where you've gone.
Built churches and hospitals and anything they need. We donated our time and built.
In what countries?
Guatemala, San Salvador, Nairobi, Tanzania, and in
Wow.
Johannesburg. South
Isn't
Africa.
that great?
Yeah, everywhere. Oh, and I made a trip just 2 or 3 years ago down to Honduras. Two of us took 2 truckloads of emergency food down to them to offset their
They're trying to.
Does she cry much?
rebellion.
Oh.
And thousands of people, no tents, no nothing, so we took them down. And we drove all the way through Mexico, and then back through San Salvador,
Dave, where's your
into
acoustic?
Guatemala, and to Honduras.
Oh, cool.
And we were warned about the gangsters.
My friend's baby.
The gangsters were the cops. The
Yeah.
cops stopped us at one point, threatened to take our trucks away from us, put us in jail overnight. And we got just a few feet away from them. And there was 4 of us got together, and we bowed our head, and we said, God, if they steal from you, if they steal from us, they're stealing from you. And we call on your demon or your legions,
Angels.
to take revenge on their house, on their wives, on their kids, everything they own. We call on you to take revenge on them if they steal from you. They hurt us, they backed off,
Nice.
and then we went on.
Nice.
So, but it was the cops that, you drive down there and you go through checkpoints every 20 miles. And if you've got something that's of interest, they'll call another checkpoint ahead to be waiting for you, and they'll take it away from you. And they're the hardest on people that Mexicans that come up here and work here and then take money and go home, and they steal from their own people. The police down there.
I just drove through Mexico last week, Wayne. I just drove through Mexico last week too, and there was military checkpoints every couple miles, or
Yeah.
every hour, and our whole car got searched every hour.
Oh my God.
So they comprehended all of your.
But it wasn't police;
marijuana?
it was military.
Anyway, I've been around the
Yeah,
world
they stole all
twice.
my marijuana out of the car,
And,
Damn.
all my fireworks.
Justin, come on.
I had a lot of fun.
Again.
Would you tell me that?
All my
Remember the
prescription
story when you got that one
Yeah,
you got?
yeah.
Remember the gold when you got the gun? Remember when you were hunting
Do you have to go
for
find
gold?
a holder?
Remember, and then they're gonna hijack you guys, and your friend handed you the gun, but nothing happened. But it's you tell me the story, yeah.
When I was selling gold down there.
Yeah, you were gold hunting or something.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite stories.
We didn't get into a gunfight, but I pulled my gun halfway out.
Nice.
I had a tie, had the button off my shirt, and in there was my 22 or 32 pistol, and I kept my hand on it. And they backed off. They let us out, but the one guy they didn't let out. We went into Dallas. I was having dinner one day, and a Mexican come up to our table, pointed to one of the guys at our table. He said, "You folks have been in trouble in Mexico." He said, "You can all come back to Mexico except you." And he pointed to this one guy. This guy had pulled the gun all the way out for protection. But they warned him not to come back to Mexico, and he never did.
Wow.
They had to kill him.
They had to kill him?
They would have.
They would have killed him.
But I got out of that business.
They found him.
I got out of that.
Excellent story.
I was in that business about 4 years, I think, and buying and selling gold and silver and diamonds and platinum.
Precious metals.
You know what gold's at now?
Yeah. I bought gold.
1,000.
1,100.
No, 1,060.
1066.
What?
What'd you buy it for way back when?
32.50.
35
$32
Yeah.
and 50 cents.
Yeah.
Wow.
$32 an ounce. Round number.
$32.50 an ounce.
And now it's at
About almost
1066.
800.
No, it's over
No,
1,000.
it's over
1,150.
It's almost
1,068 I bought a lot of silver that I still have.
Well, we're just wondering where you're keeping your gold right now.
Where am I keeping it?
Did you sell it?
No, I don't have it.
What's the combination to your safe?
I don't know.
I like the Johnny Depp
Combination to the safe mask.
Let's do one
I like the
more,
Johnny Depp glasses.
one more question and then I gotta.
Oh no, turkey
Okay,
guys.
okay,
Turkey
then I'll
guys.
ask you an easy one. What did Bella do to you yesterday that got you upset?
Uh-oh.
Shook on me. I wasn't upset. I wasn't upset.
Okay,
I wasn't
okay.
legitimately upset.
She went and got in the creek and ran up the hill. She was so happy to see him and then she shook all over him.
Let's just go on a walk after Thanksgiving dinner at the
Okay,
creek.
all right.
Everyone wants to go too.
No, we're gonna have a tryptophan in our systems.
What?
The stuff that's in
Tryptophan,
It
Turkey.
makes you
Night,
tired. No,
So,
if
if
you
you get out and
keep
walk,
walking and then you won't.
I don't mind going.
Okay,
Wait,
one more
camera's
for
off.
Cheryl.
No, no.
Cheryl.